So Neffie wants me to do a DNA test to see if we actually share the same father. I'm aggravated. Neffie did a deep dive to look for all of her siblings, and around the time that I was 15 years old, she found my full name, and she found and seen that I was a junior. So she seen who my father was and who my mother was, and she put 2 and 2 together. Our first over the phone conversation was that we share the same mother and the same father from her lips. If you've known for over 15 years that we shared the same mother and same father and ever questioned it, why did it never come into conversation? Only reason this is a topic of conversation is because I told my life story. Because I'm choosing to stand alone in the specific conversation of my family in itself, now I have to prove my validity. All of my documents since birth have said Ellis Vic Randolph Jr. Hello, my dad's name is Ellis Vic Randolph. You don't want to do a DNA test between the two of us. You want to do a DNA test on a TV show? It's no longer about family. It's no longer about what one can do for the next person. It's all about likes, clicks, views, and what kind of monetization you can make. The only reason this is all coming into question right now is because I told my life story and everybody feels like they can monetize off of what I said. Everybody needs to speak for themselves and tell their own story. Why did it take me talking about my life and what I went through in a closed adoption for everybody to feel the need to say something? You've had years, you've had TV shows. Even right now, I believe that everybody should speak. My sisters love to stick together, and anytime there's any opposition against them, they will all stick together to make sure that they have one another's back. Absolutely, you should. This time is different because, number one, I'm loyal to everybody who loves me. When it comes to me and it comes to my biological family, they've never actually seen me as a full brother to them. Easy for a lot of my siblings to stick together and defend each other. Because Elite likes group projects, number one, I already know that they have a group chat and they've all been openly talking about this and how they can defend each other. And this is the best thing that they could come up with. If they can prove that I am not a part of the family, then they can prove that none of my words mean anything and the validity of my story has absolutely nothing to do with them. Fortunately, this is the same reality that I've been dealing with since day one of me even meeting them and not realizing that this is something that I would deal with for the rest of my life. Instead of Neffie attempting to try and go on a TV show to prove that me and her share the same father for likes, clicks, and views and notoriety, what she should be doing is checking to see how her other sister, Miss Shake and Go, is using her name to collect funds from the internet. I know that my sister does not play about is her kids, and the fact that anybody in our family will use her children to gain any kind of money or monetary value is fucking insane. I know that my sisters are all standing together besides Tifa. I want to reference something from 4.5 years ago. The reason I want to reference these things is because the same things that Elite said years ago are the same things that this person is saying today. I want you to really hear and listen to everything that's being said, and I want you to understand that there has never been any accountability for any of these words. Take a listen.
Phone call. And, it was in regards to my brother and sister. I could care less if Sammy the ghost, like I could care less if that man drops. And Latifah, little dope fiend Lons can drop too.
My sister can publicly go on any platform and wish upon her siblings, but one person in this family that will never ever be held accountable is her. But I've opened my mouth in defense of the words that she spoke, and all of a sudden I am exiled. I want you to understand, this is not me trying to cancel anybody. This is not me trying to say and hate to anybody. The fact that right now in this moment we're dealing with the same thing from this person and it's affecting my entire family to this day is the reason why this person has got on their platform every single chance they could get to invalidate my words, invalidate my journey, and call me a liar. And I'm the only one besides Sam defending myself openly, honestly, and publicly. Now let's listen to the next clip.
Looking to all of a sudden getting all the family members together to help Tifa out like you're some sort of hero. Bitch, you the villain. Stop trying to act like one sibling is better than another. Please. Mom is gone. All that we shall overcome holding hands shit is done. If y'all ain't talking about Neffie, Robert, or Keyshia, don't mention.
4.5 years ago, my sister Tifa was going through some hardships and she needed help from her brothers and sisters. Me and Sam were there for her. Sam literally went and picked her up to make sure that she was okay and brought her to his house. Sam reached out to everybody. Even though no one was speaking to each other, he reached out to everybody to try to get Tifa help. And this was Elite's response. Instead of actually trying to be there for your sister, instead of actually trying to uplift your sister in a time that she needed you the most, you tore her down. You tore her down in spite of her not doing what you wanted her to do when our mother passed away. And you went on a platform and you publicly humiliated her. Then you decided to say, if it's not about Neffie, Keyshia, or Robert, don't call me. We're all your siblings. And the fact that you thought it was okay to get on a public platform and in a moment where you knew that your sister was down and out, even if you guys had issues, you still chose to dogpile on her, speaks highly of who you are as a person.
Ellis, I just never, he's never been like, in my head, a full sibling. So I could care less about Ellis.
On a public platform and you said that you've never considered me to be your full sibling. You got on a public platform and you called your own sister a crackhead. You wish on your brothers and sisters, and you want to sit in my face and tell me and anybody around you, whether that be Neffie, Keyshia, Robert, any of your henchmen, you want them to sit around and defend your name and defend your character when you spoke about your own siblings like this? There's nothing else we all need to speak to about each other. Let's just continue to keep exactly where things are. I wish you nothing but the best, but baby, I'm gonna tell you this like I've said before. You think that you're Beyonce and you're not even the E at the end of her name. You're not elite. You're expired.
Tuff News TV.